going on, folks? 4:27 a.m. on February 4th, 2022. It is Friday, taking a look at the markets, Tesla, and the NASDAQ. Early this morning, Tesla is trading at $9.09, up $17.86 pre-market, or about 2%. Markets had a rough Thursday. Taking a look over here at formerly known as Facebook, now known as Meta Platforms. Taking a look at the screen here. Rough day for Meta. Looks like Meta was down 26% or $85.24. Pretty rough day. I would say that is why the NASDAQ got pulled down to the downside yesterday. Definitely carried some weight on the market. Personal opinion is I don't know why you would be long this thing with this kind of a downtrend. And obviously that price gap yesterday would confirm not holding something that looks like that on the chart. But that is, as of now, old news. Today is a new day. And let's see, yesterday the NASDAQ futures were down 622 points, 25 cents, 4%. Ugly move. Positive news is, so far, that is nothing but a higher low. So we put in a low over here on January 24th, and this is nothing but a higher low above that. And that low is 14,456 and a quarter. So nothing but a higher low, which is actually positive. And if you look over to the right-hand side of my screen, I have a Tastyworks watch list. The NASDAQ futures are up right now 215 points. So things are looking good this morning for a typically bullish Friday. Obviously, time will tell. All right, let's jump over here to the Tesla chart. A thing of concern that I had mentioned in a prior video is the gap below the market in Tesla. There is a price gap right here. That price gap is between January 28th, January 31st. The low of that price gap is 857.50, and the high of that price gap is 862.05. So a couple dollars wide. Let me see if I can highlight this a little bit better for you guys. So there is a price gap right here in this box. So where the price hit a high that day on January 28th to where the price hit a low on January 23rd, there was an area that the price was not traded, creating a price gap. Why do I bring this up? I bring this up because I had mentioned that there is potential for this gap to go get filled. And what I mean by that is for the Tesla price to trade back down, all the way back down into this $850 range, $860 range, to trade in that price area before moving back up again. As of today, it looks like we're not going to be getting down there, with Tesla trading at pre-market 909. So we're well above where that price gap was. But yesterday it was looking like we were going to head back down to that price level and close it. Today doesn't look so much like that's going to happen. We did find some very nice support on January 28th. We traded below the 200-day moving average, finishing the day well up into the green. The 200-day moving average is the red line on my chart. So what to look forward for Tesla is, well, obviously we have this price gap. Keep that in the back of your mind, that if things trade lower, look for this price gap to get filled. And all you do is you'll take the high of January 28th, which was 857.50. And then you'll take the low of January 30th, which was 862.05. And the difference of those two will give you the gap of this price gap right here. So that could obviously go down and get filled. If that doesn't happen, and the yesterday, February 3rd, was our higher low, then I would look for the price to take off today. And if the NASDAQ continues its rise here, we will see a monster day here for Tesla. Will we print a higher high here? Probably not today, but I think that is in our future, assuming we don't go down and fill this gap. What do I mean by a higher high? Let me show you on the charts. So we put in a low here on January 28th. We traded higher, obviously rolled over a bit as of yesterday. Yesterday's low was $800.52, excuse me. So if we rally from here, that would confirm yesterday being a higher low, and that low would be higher than January 28th. And then a higher high would put us up above this high created on January 26th, and that high is 987.69. That would give us some confirmation that a new uptrend is in the early stages. And that's what we're looking for Tesla. So we're limping along here, but sometimes these bottoming processes take a little longer than just a V bottom. Sometimes prices will trade down and then V bottom right out of there. On major bottoms, that's what you'll see. But so far for Tesla, it is more or less just a rollover, finding support as of now on the 200-day, trading up, putting in a higher low, and then the next leg up, which should be very strong, could be the higher high we need, and that would get us above that January 26th high and continue trading higher from there. Something I would like to point out as well, which is pretty interesting, is from the high of Tesla to the recent pullback low, give or take a couple dollars, is about a 35 or so % correction. So I don't know about you, but that checks off in my book as a very nice correction, pullback, consolidation, call it what you will. And assuming the general market does not roll over from here, this is just a pause in what is to come of a much, much higher Tesla price. So we laid the Fibonacci's out on a prior video, and that shows us with a Tesla price well up here in the $2,000 plus range. What happened today? What happened tomorrow? No. Could it happen over the next year or two? Definitely possible, obviously depending on the general market and the NASDAQ itself. And then you could also look at this as nothing but a giant basing structure, a giant pause in what will be to follow of a very strong breakout to the upside, and the rally will continue. So that's kind of what we're looking at for Tesla, but very short term is the price gap right here. If that doesn't go back and get filled, well, we're not going to argue with it, but we're also not going to forget about it. If the price continues to roll over and fills that gap, we would expect the price to take a pause there and start to move higher from there. What we don't want to see is we don't want to undercut the low on the 28th of January of $7.92.01. That would not be good, and that would confirm that the downtrend still has more work to do. But as of now, nothing but a higher low. We just need that higher high, and that would give us some very strong conviction that A new uptrend is underway and in the early stages. Most will not catch this unless, of course, you are a buy and hold, in quotes, long-term investor. So we will see. A little bit more upside conviction for Tesla. We have our long orders working. Of course, not financial advice, just sharing what we are doing here. But we are well on our way. Yesterday was a little bit ugly, but today's a new day. Fridays are typically bullish, and we will be watching the price, adjusting our orders as needed. So, all right, everybody, thank you for watching this video. Keep your eye on that price gap below the market. If we don't trade down there, then keep your eye on this high here of January 26th, 906. Excuse me, 987.69 is that high. Once we trade above that, that gives us some very nice, strong conviction that the new uptrend is on its way in the very early stages. And assuming the market does not roll over, when Tesla is trading back up in this range, this $1,200 range, you will not be kicking yourself that you did not enter Tesla down in these lower levels. So just some of our thoughts here. And we will see what this thing does. We'll see what the NASDAQ does. NASDAQ has a little bit of work to do, but looks like we're well on our way early on this Friday, February 4th morning. Anybody who is interested, we have some pretty cool investing related t-shirts over on Amazon. I will leave a link as well as a couple other links down in the video description. If you're interested, these are all Prime eligible, so you can get these very fast, assuming you have Prime. We have a futures trading shirt. Anybody who trades the stock market futures. We have some option stuff, buy assets shirt. Anybody who collects dividends, one of our favorite shirts. Short seller shirts, future millionaire. Anybody who trades the E-mini S&Ps, very cool shirt. I will leave those down in the video description. All right, everybody. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on Tesla. Keep your eye on that lower price gap, as I had mentioned, as well as that higher high we need to put in. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day. Take care.